Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Dear viewers, hope you are all doing good and enjoying your homestay. I'm Iqbal sir, teaching biology and chemistry. You know it, right? I'm also doing well, alhamdulillah. As all of you know, the unknowingly unknown and virtually unseen enemy, the coronavirus, has put the world into unprecedented lockdown. The sad news is the graph is still growing up with no declining signs therein. But the good news is scientists across the globe are speedily working in making the antidote to combat and contain the COVID-19 mess. We'll overcome this mess soon, inshallah, with our determination, prayers, resilience, and by observing advices and precautions properly. And we will see this world beautiful again, inshallah. This continuous lockdown brought about by this coronavirus has led to a closure of schools and colleges. This new scenario has entered the teachers and the students into a new world of virtual lectures and online classes. Yep, they are doing it, and they are doing it globally. But this online study process seemingly seems a very tough job to do, at least for now, in Kashmir Valley, when you have to do the same on a 2G internet network speed, isn't it? It's very tough. But the continuous efforts put therein by the teaching fraternity is appreciable. MMI is also always in the forefront when it comes to students and academics. MMI staff is also trying to connect to the students by virtual lectures and may soon come up with online interactive classes, inshallah. We're heading towards that. It may take some time. Here we go today with one more video lecture. In this lecture, I will try to introduce to you the carbon and its compounds. Carbon and its compounds. This is the third chapter in class 10 NCERT textbook. In this chapter, we will try to understand, or we will come to know, what carbon exactly is and why is this carbon so versatile in nature. We'll also know the different allotropic forms of carbon, which means different physical forms in which carbon exists in nature. We'll also try to understand the compounds of carbon, which we call the organic compounds. And we will try to understand hydrocarbons, types of hydrocarbons like the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons, and how we are giving the names to the hydrocarbons, means the nomenclature of hydrocarbons. We'll also try to know the isomers, isomerism, homolog series, functional groups, and derivatives of hydrocarbons. Coal and petroleum. We'll also know some important carbon compounds and soaps and detergents. So let's start with the title itself. What is carbon? What exactly is this carbon? Okay, let's understand it. Carbon is nothing but a non-metallic element with a symbol of C, atomic number 6, and an electronic configuration of 2, 4, which means that carbon has 2 electrons in its inner shell, the K shell, and 4 electrons in its outer shell, the L shell, which means that carbon has 4 valence electrons, right? This carbon element is positioned in group number 14. By the way, this is the first element of carbon family, and it's positioned in period number 2 in the modern periodic table of elements. The word carbon is obtained from the Latin word carbo, which means coal. Yes, this carbo means coal. This is because coal is the first discovered pure form of carbon. And this carbon element exists in 3 isotopic forms: carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. From the student standpoint, this is very important to mention what isotope is. Isotopes are the elements with same atomic number but different atomic masses. All the isotopes of carbon have also same atomic number of 6 but have different atomic mass, that is atomic mass carbon 12, 13 and 14. Out of all the isotopes of carbon, carbon 12 and carbon 13 are the normal isotopic forms, whereas the carbon 14 is a radioactive isotope of carbon. Dear viewers, our special focus will be on carbon 12 isotopic form of carbon throughout this chapter, inshallah. Let's now talk about the distribution of carbon in the planet. This carbon, the amount of carbon present is very low on the planet, the Earth's crust and the atmosphere. The Earth's crust has only 0.02% of carbon, which is in the form of minerals like carbonates, hydrogen carbonates, coal and petroleum, etc. And atmosphere also contains a very little amount, that's 0.03% of carbon in the form of carbon dioxide gas. Despite the presence of this low percentage of carbon, carbon is the fourth most abundant element present in the universe after hydrogen, helium and oxygen. You'll be surprised to know that out of 13 million compounds known, carbon alone forms less or more 12 million compounds. Yes, you heard it right. It forms less or more 12 million compounds. This is seriously a large number of compounds, no? This is why we are studying carbon and its compounds in a separate chapter. Add to that, there is a full separate branch of chemistry which entirely deals with carbon and its compounds, and that branch of chemistry is known as carbon chemistry or organic chemistry. Now the question is, why are there a large number of compounds formed by carbon? And why we have a separate branch of chemistry for carbon and its compounds, the organic chemistry. This all will be discussed in part 2 of this lecture series, inshallah. Till then, enjoy the lecture, get benefits, subscribe to the channel and give your valuable suggestions and opinions. And don't forget to like and share. And more importantly, strictly act upon the advices and precautions given by WHO, government officials and medical officials in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19, inshallah. What we have to do is stay home, more preferably, because staying home means saving lives. And we need to wash our hands more frequently for about 10 seconds. Avoid close contact with people and try social distancing. Also avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth with unwashed hands. Stay home and stay safe. This COVID-19 will end soon, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.